people, welcome to another episode of Grand Football TV, and it's yours host, yours truly, Mr. Chigs, back again for another episode. Yeah, it is game week 14, and I'm sure you'll be wondering why we're back so early. Yes, game week 14 is a midweek game, so we have to look at that quickly, guys. Yeah. So game week 13, as we always do, let us see what happened in game week 13. And we'll start with the kickoff from Brentford versus Burnley. Brentford versus Burnley. Brentford winning that one 3-1 against Burnley. Burnley will be ruining their missed chances and, going away again and not getting the result. And well done to yours truly. I got that result, 3-1. And well done to myself. Well done to Finn. Well done to Anu. Well done to Kiki. Well done to Chris, Dion. Well done to all of us who got that result of 3-1. Yeah. Manchester City versus Leeds. Man City Leeds. Wow. Leeds, they fought really hard, but they still ended up on the losing side. Man City winning that one 3-1. 3-2, sorry. 3-2. Yeah, 3-1 was the popular score, but 3-2 it was. So well done to no one, because everyone predicted the right outcome of a win to City, but no one got that correct score of 3-2. And the game of the weekend, in my opinion, Sunderland versus Bournemouth. Sunderland came from 2-0 down to beat Bournemouth 3-2. And Bournemouth are a very good side, so it was a very, very good result for Sunderland. Well done to them. And no one again predicted that correct score of 3-2 to Sunderland. Everton versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Everton Newcastle, sorry, not Bournemouth. Everton, I don't think they've played Bournemouth yet, have they? Yeah, Everton versus Newcastle. Newcastle running away with that one, getting an emphatic victory away from home. So well done to Newcastle, beating Everton 1-4. But no one predicted that score as well. Tottenham versus Fulham. Fulham beating Tottenham at home 1-2. And well done to Finn, who was the only one who got that correct score to Fulham to beat Tottenham away from home. So well done to Finn. Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Crystal Palace have always had Manchester United's number, but it wasn't to be this time around. Manchester United going to Selhurst Park and winning 1-2. So well done to Anu and Chris. Well done to Anu and Chris. They both got that prediction right of 2-1 to Manchester United. Aston Villa versus Wolves. Remember, we tagged this the Midlands Derby. And Wolves have been struggling lately. They did have a lot of chances in the game, but were unable to convert their chances. And they still lost 1-0. 1-0. And I went for 4-1, but that wasn't the result. Well done to Yema, who put 1-0 to Villa and got that correct. Well done to Yema. Nottingham Forest versus Brighton. Brighton away from home getting a good result, 2-0 away from home. That's a very good result, and no one got that prediction correct because Forest have been playing really well, so no one would have thought that Forest would lose and not even score in the game. So well done to Brighton for getting that result. Another game where everyone was looking forward to, West Ham versus Liverpool. Would Liverpool stop the bad run? Well, it looks like they've gone in the right direction, benching Mohamed Salah for this one and going back to the basics, and they got their results. They got a 2-0 win away from home. Well done to Liverpool, and well done to Temi Zak, who got that prediction of Liverpool beating West Ham 2-0 away from home. And another big one. Well, the biggest game of this game week 13. Chelsea versus Arsenal, the London derby. And it lived up to its name, but it finished corners even. No one getting that win, no one getting that win. And it reflected on our predictions. Everyone kind of like went for a win to either side, but it didn't happen. So the final score was 1-1, and no one predicted that scoreline for that game. Both teams played well, and Arsenal will be the one who would be more upset with that result because Chelsea went down to 10 men, so they would have hoped to have capitalized on that extra man to get themselves over the line with a win. But Chelsea, you must give them credit. They played well. They played really well, especially Reece James, in the midfield, and they got what they deserved, a point from the game. So, well done to everyone from game week 13. Now, let's look at game week 14. The games are from Tuesday until Thursday. Tuesday to Thursday midweek. Bournemouth play Everton. These two teams lost their last game. So who would want to win this more? Everton will want to make amends for losing at home. But Bournemouth also away from home, but they're at home now, so they might want to give their fans something to cheer about. So that's why I'm going to go for Bournemouth to win. Bournemouth to beat Everton 3-1. Fulham versus Man City. Man City struggled against Leeds. They were lucky to get that goal at the end to beat Leeds. It's not a game where you expect Leeds to score 2 goals against them. So I wasn't very impressed with their performance. I mean, they got the win, which is the most important thing. But for this game, I think Fulham, they're a tricky team to play. But the thing is, you're not sure which Fulham is turning up now. If it's the Fulham that played well against, Tottenham, you might get a game here, and they're at home. So they might give Man City a game. And that is why I'm sitting on the fence with this one. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I don't think City would win, but maybe they will. But, we're into December where games are coming thick and fast. So we'll see how that one goes. Newcastle versus Tottenham. Newcastle have a new lease of life. So they will probably be buzzing and getting themselves pumped up for this game. And I see them being able to beat Tottenham. Tottenham, I'm not sure which of them would turn up. But they play better away from home, but not at this Tottenham ground, I feel. This Tottenham ground might be a very, very difficult place to go and get a win. So I'm going to go for Newcastle to win comfortably. 3-0. Arsenal versus Brentford. Brentford got a win in their last game. Arsenal got a draw. And Arsenal are the ones fighting for the title. So they know any slip-ups is not good. So I'm sure they would regroup after that game with Chelsea and want to make sure they get a win from this game. So I'm going to go for Arsenal to win. 3-1. Brighton versus Aston Villa. I feel this is a very tough game for both sides. Villa are in form. Brighton have picked up form as well. So I'm going to go for this game to finish Brighton with a slim win. Brighton winning this one 1-0 at home. Maybe Villa might score, who knows, but I'm going for 1-0. Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Burnley, they're quite good at home, and they've been unlocking some games which they've lost at home because they've played the guys who are, way better than they are. But I feel this Crystal Palace team, they're starting to look a bit tired lately. They're not. I mean, they got a good result last time, but in the very last game against Man United, they faded off, and that's why they lost the game. So I think because it's a midweek game again, I'm not sure if they'll be fully ready for this one. So I'm going to go for Burnley to beat Crystal Palace 2-1. Leeds versus Chelsea. Leeds probably buzzing from that game against City. They'll take some confidence from that game, saying, look, this is how we played City and we almost got a result. So if we play like that at home against a good Chelsea side, we'll probably get a result. And I'm sticking with that. I think Leeds will get a result against Chelsea. And I think it will end 2-1 to Leeds. Leeds beating Chelsea 2-1. Liverpool versus Sunderland. Another tough game for Liverpool. I'm hoping that now they've got that win against West Ham, they can kick on from there. They're playing at Anfield. Anfield, normally is a fortress, but it hasn't been a fortress this season, you would say. So I'm thinking this one, Liverpool would probably just get a slim win. A slim win. Sunderland would play very well, but maybe just lack that finishing to get them over the line. So I'm going to go for Liverpool to beat Sunderland 2-1. Manchester United versus West Ham. The final game that will be played on Thursday. And I'm going to go for Man United to get another win against West Ham. And I feel this one will end 2-0 to Manchester United. But you know how Man United are. They probably have one bozo moment and not win this game. But I'm going to stick with my prediction and say Man United will beat West Ham 2-0. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you think Man United can win again? Do you think Liverpool can continue from where they kicked off against West Ham? Do you think Arsenal can still have that title charge and beat Brentford at home? Do you think Tottenham can go to Newcastle and win? We never know. We never know. So yeah, just leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. It helps the algorithm. Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Don't check this.